So, it's time to take a look at the new monthly seasonal premium platoon. It is the Leopard 2 AV, and honestly, on paper all of the vehicles look very nice. We did get 3 new vehicles with this update within the platoon, and I will be driving all of them. So, let's start with the Leopard 2 AV. Now, the Leopard 2 AV is probably the fastest vehicle in this platoon, very good maneuverability. It has a 105mm main cannon. It uses DM33A PFSDS shells, has DM23 shells as well, as you will see later on. It weighs 58 tons, 6 seconds is the reload time. It has the best reload out of the 3 medium tanks within the platoon, and it has surprisingly good armor for a Leopard, although it is top tier and we don't really trust armor, but it has a nicely sloped frontal plate. So here you can take a look at all the different shell types: APFSDS, DM23, DM33, you have heat and you have hash. I usually use either dual APFSDS shells or DM33 combined with hash. That's what I usually do. In the first battle I will be using only the magic darts on the Leopard 2 AV. Now, how does the Leopard 2 AV handle? It handles really well. I mean, it's a Leopard. If you've been driving Leopard so far, you would probably, get to know the vehicle very quickly. Now, does this vehicle have blowout panels? Well, doesn't look like it. The C2A1 though does seem like it has blowout panels. However, I haven't really seen those in action myself. Maybe I don't think it has those, but it does seem to have some hatches on the top of the turrets. This Leopard doesn't have that. It has ammo stored at the back of the turret, left side of the turret, so you need to be careful not to get hit there. After all, one solid hit in the ammo and the vehicle is destroyed. The DM33 does do good damage though. It's one of the better shells for tier 8, tier 9 vehicles, so you can definitely expect a good performance out of this shell. The main gun, being a 105mm, is still decent. It's not a 120mm main cannon, but it doesn't have to be. After all, it still is able to do some good damage on anything that it penetrates, basically. A good reverse speed is one of my favorite things on the Leopard vehicles in general is the reverse speed. The reverse speed is important when you need to get out of trouble very quickly, and having good reverse speed is definitely important in top tier. Now obviously there are some vehicles that don't have a good reverse speed, like the T-72s for example. Their reverse speed is very bad, and yeah, that's my main issue with those vehicles. The reverse is non-existent, which makes the vehicles quite vulnerable. They have good armor though, definitely very good frontal plate, but at the same time there is a lot of nasty shells that are able to punch through the armor on those vehicles. With the Leopard you do have decent armor, not the best obviously, but it's good, and if someone accidentally doesn't aim properly you will bounce the shell. But I still prefer to reverse into cover. And speaking of the T-72, that's the T-64A, and 2 hits, very easy to penetrate the frontal plate on most vehicles, including the more heavily armored ones. It even is able to punch through the frontal plate on the Merkava, I mean the frontal lower plate, obviously the weak spot. So you can deal with Merkavas if you're driving this vehicle. It will be fun to compare this vehicle to the Merkava and to the other tier 9 vehicles. You do have some machine guns, but they are okay. Not the best machine guns, but they'll get the job done against lightly armored vehicles. And the playstyle of this vehicle is roughly, I would say, the same as the playstyle of the other Leopard main battle tanks. Visually though, this vehicle does have that boxy design. Reminds me a little bit on the TTD and the Oliphant. That's basically how the turret kind of looks on this Leopard. Although fairly sure when we get the more modern vehicles, they will also look unique in their own way. That was a good revenge bomber run. That was a decent revenge bomber run, and 8 destroyed vehicles. Not bad. So this is how you should be playing the Leopard 2 AV. Very similar to the Leopard 2K. I would say the Leopard 2K might have the better main gun. I think the Leopard 2K has a 120mm main gun. And it should have better shells as well. We'll have to double check that, because I honestly forgot what the... I think it has a 120mm for sure, but I forgot the ammo on the Leopard 2K. And they're both tier 9 vehicles, so I would say that's a decent balance for sure. And this being a tier 9 vehicle, I would say is also okay. Definitely not the same situation as with the BMP-1. That was pretty funny when that was originally released. And very good handling, very good maneuverability. It is quite speedy, not the fastest. I think I did drive faster vehicles in tier 9, tier 10. Well, in tier 9 for sure. Tier 10, yeah, we still are quite new to tier 10. But yeah, it's decent, maneuverability wise, it's okay. More than enough, honestly. And well, that was the first battle. Not bad. A decent first match, that's for sure. Okay, so it will be time to go to the next battle with the Leopard 2 AV. Wasn't the best match, but wasn't the worst. Kind of what you would probably expect in most situations. Okay, let's go to the next battle, jumping in the Leopard 2 AV. So this vehicle, I mean, you can definitely go rush positions, capture zones. You can play it like the classic main battle tank. It works really well. I mean, it is a Leopard after all. Gun, obviously, it has to be stabilized, and okay then. Here we go again. Are you kidding me? Really? Really, bro? Are we going to go through this again? This is why I actually like to have friendly fire on, because that Leopard would have a bunch of AP shells up the rear very quickly. Okay, let me attempt this one more time. That was the IT one. Somehow I took a hit and nothing happened. Okay, the armor on this vehicle can help sometimes, I guess. Let me see. Okay, that's an interesting name for reporting. and I try not to report when I get pushed, when I get pushed in the open. I try not to, but I might actually start to report, because it's getting out of hand. It's really annoying when you just start to get pushed for no apparent reason. And I might start to just report any vehicle that just starts to push me around and ram me around for no reason, because that was obviously pushing me in the open to attempt to get me blown up early in the battle, and that's extremely annoying and not a good teamwork play at all. That's not good teamwork at all. In any case, Let me try to shoot down the revenge bomber. There we go. So in the first battle, depending on the map, I mean, you have different maps and different tactics for each map. For some maps, sniping is pretty much the only thing you can do with these vehicles. On some other maps, you can definitely move around a bit more freely. I will attempt to move a bit around a little bit more freely with this map here, with this vehicle. And let's see how that ends up. After all, I definitely don't want to be close to that Leopard that pushed me around earlier, because they will do it again, and yeah, it would ruin the battle and ruin the score here. Now there is a vehicle behind over there. I don't know what, I have no idea what it is, but they are behind that building, and I'll attempt to go. Let me attempt to go a little bit forward, and oh look, KPZ, ammo destroyed. A very good hit in the ammo storage at the back of the turret. Now what do we have there? ZTZ-88A, they are looking at me. Okay, I'm not going to go forward, obviously. But the other ZTZ will go forward, and they took a hit. That means time for me to eliminate the vehicle. There we go. Very good reverse speed, means I can just reverse out. Begleiterpanzer. Okay, destroyed, and let me attempt to get in the revenge bomber. And let me go back to cover right here. Right here. Okay. Good thing you have smoke. You have the smoke shells. I think, yeah, okay. The revenge bomber run failed. Which means I'll just have to do it manually. And that means I have to move around a little bit more. Thought to clear the field out a little bit with the revenge bomber, but that definitely didn't work, so I guess I'll have to drive around. Now ZTZ-59D1, they are behind the building. I will attempt to go a little bit to the side, maybe just maybe. Oh, they're not looking at me. Okay, they are looking somewhere else. Unfortunately, it did not detonate the ammo. And the second shell, I don't know what just happened. It just did, I don't know what, but the third one was enough to detonate the ammo. Okay, I don't know what happened with the second shot. The shell just, I have absolutely no clue what happened there. War Thunder in general is the most consistent game at being inconsistent. That's in the PC version, in the mobile version, it's literally the same. There's no difference. Are you kidding me? It did not blow up the ammo. There is no ammo actually. Where was the ammo on that AMD? I have no idea. It's not in the. It wasn't in the original position, that's for sure. But yeah, here we are. Okay, PGZ-09. This is why you pack hash shells, because I'll just have to manually destroy the SPAA. Okay, that worked. Took a while though, but eventually it worked. Imagine if I got blown up at the very start. We wouldn't have had this good battle. And that's why it's so annoying when you get pushed around, rammed by teammates. Because I would have had to, if I got destroyed there, I would have had to play God knows how many battles in order to get a good match with the Leopard 2 AV. So yeah, that is the Leopard 2 AV. Tell me what you think about this vehicle in the comments down below. And well, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.